Have you ever imagined a meeting between Jesus Christ and Goku? Two figures so different, yet they share something deeply powerful, the ability to inspire, transform lives, and fight for the greater good. On one side, Jesus, the Son of God, bringing love, forgiveness, and the promise of eternal life. On the other side, Goku, the strongest scion in the universe, known for his courage, determination, and willingness to protect those he loves, even in the most impossible battles. Of course, we're talking about a symbolic meeting, but there are more connections between these two figures than it seems at first glance. Goku, even though he's a fictional character, carries values that echo biblical teachings. His willingness to sacrifice himself for the good of others is reminiscent of the unconditional love that Jesus taught us. After all, how many times has Goku put his own life at risk to save his friends, his family, and even enemies who showed remorse? In John 15, verse 13, Jesus said, "No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." This is a message that resonates in Goku's actions during many epic battles. He doesn't fight just to win, he fights to protect. And this, in a way, reflects the essence of Christ's sacrifice on the cross, absolute and unconditional love. But what would Jesus say to Goku? Maybe he would remind him that, despite all his physical strength and extraordinary abilities, there is something much greater than power, faith. An invisible force that can't be measured in numbers or power levels, but that moves mountains, heals hearts, and brings peace to the most restless souls. Imagine a conversation between the two. Goku, with his simple and innocent way, might ask something like, "Jesus, what is the true meaning of being strong?" And Jesus, with a look full of compassion, would answer, "True strength is in the heart that loves, that forgives, and that is willing to sacrifice for others, because the greatest power is not defeating enemies, but transforming lives with love." This reflection makes us think about how the stories we consume, whether from the Bible or from anime like Dragon Ball, carry powerful messages that can touch our hearts. God can use anything to speak to us. A sermon, a song, or even a memorable scene from an anime. Goku may be a symbol of physical strength, but Jesus teaches us about a much more powerful strength, spiritual strength. A strength that doesn't depend on training under increased gravity or golden transformations, but comes from a heart surrendered to God, full of faith and hope. Interestingly, Goku never gives up. Even when he's down, hurt, and out of strength, he always finds a reason to get back up. That determination reminds us of Philippians 4:13. "I can do all things through him who strengthens me." And what about you? Have you ever stopped to think about how your daily battles are similar to Goku's battles? Maybe you're facing something that seems impossible to overcome. Financial problems, illness, loneliness, doubts. But just like Goku always gets back up, you can get back up too, not with your own strength, but with the strength that comes from God. Jesus is the true hero of this story. He not only conquered death, but also gave us hope, purpose, and the assurance that we are never alone. And if Goku could hear these words from Jesus, he would probably smile and say, "That's amazing. I want to learn more about this strength that comes from God." That's the beauty of reflecting on topics that, at first glance, seem so different, but deep down, carry similar lessons. May we look at our own battles with faith, courage, and the certainty that, just as Goku never gives up, God never gives up on us either. After all, He is always by our side, guiding our steps and giving us the strength to overcome.